Hi everyone, and welcome for the third part of my Everything I've Ever Colored series. I'll dive straight in with this spectacular Halloween coloring book. Did a few pictures in here, did also kind of a tutorial video on one of the pages. And I'm happy that I can film in daylight now. I am home alone unexpectedly, so I just had to grab this chance to film while the sun is shining. So this is a page I did in September 2017, so 2 years ago. And what's really very visible for myself is that I never used poppy colors, or I didn't make them poppy. I have the feeling I'm a bit changed in that, on that level. At least I think I use more poppy colors now, or I make the shadows harder so that they look poppier. I don't know, but for the older pictures, I think I was always very calm and I didn't take many risks. And I try to do now, or I try things and sometimes they work out great and sometimes they don't. So this was one I did in a tutorial series. I've colored most of this page with Inktense except for the skin, that's Prismacolor. And all the rest is Inktense, I think. And I did even a base tone of marker. Inktense skin is marker and pencils, glitter gel pen and stickles, of course. Stickles and glitter gel pen. I'm not sure if it will be a bit visible here in daylight. Okay, that's about it in this book, I think. I didn't do too many, but it's a fun book to dive in. And then we have the Astro Inklings. Did I do all the signs? I think so. Only the first half of the book, of course, but I did do them all. And also, this is work from 2 years ago. So again, very not poppy colors, and whoa, super scratchy, these details. But yeah, I was still learning to do better coloring. Lucky enough, I have the second set after these ones. Oh wow, I did this in 1975. That's my birth year. I must have done them in 2017 also. Wow. And it was on my birthday, the 30th of May 1975, that I did this. Woohoo! That's an achievement. So just born and colored in this page. Wow. Okay. I must admit, my first alias name on Instagram was LP1975, and LP was Little Phantom, because I'm not a big person. I'm only 1.62 meters. And Phantom is because I adore the horror novel Phantoms by Dean Koontz. So yeah, and Phantom is also for my skin color. I'm a very pale person. It's not, I look quite pinkish, but I'm quite pale. And so that was my nickname over on Instagram before I had my channel. And I think I've written down 1975 because of that nickname. So yeah, really like her. She's looking fabulous with those pale colors, I think. And I don't think I've used any stickles on these pages. It was pre-stickle time, I think. My clouds, oh boy. I loved her hair. I was really happy how that hair turned out, and I adore her. Wow, she's looking, I like how I shaded her nose. And I did a bit of a cheekbone here without any tutorial or tutorial book. I just saw where I wanted to put down some shadow, and I really like her lips too. Now this lightning bolt would be stickly, but then I used Posca or White Signal. And I love the way, or I love the fact that I gave her gray hair. This one is, whoa, streaky and messy, and wow. Neo 2 wasn't a big feast on this paper. She's looking quite dirty. Look at that color for the shadows that I use. It's a type of green, I think. So she's looking okay from far, but far from okay. Liking her a lot. And she was a tryout with some different skin complexion. And here we are at the beginning again, the second half of the book. So I did all the signs. I'm very happy that I did. So it's a bit of a completed book, but not really, because I have to do the second half again, but we will see when that will be happening. Then we are hopping to Selena Fenech, Fairy Magic coloring book, starting from the back again. Haven't done super much in this one. I've colored more in her mini books. Oh, this was the second set of pages, and I always start with the first set of coloring pages if I have a book with doubles. So we're approaching this one. This was for Christmas time. Did use a bit of gold paint above the background. A lot of stickles on her wings. And I really like how it came out. Really like her skin tone. She's also very pale. And the shadowing of her dress. Had a lot of fun with this one. Then this is a magical one. Not too happy with the shading on her face. She looks dirty instead of shadowed. But yeah, I was still learning my shadowing. If I had known, I would have used some violet color to make it less harsh, but yeah. So here is my nickname. LP 1975, so Little Phantom. It's a bit of a pity that people have to mark their colorings, because otherwise they can be stolen by some other people that are saying it's their artwork. And now we have this one. This looked quite different. I'm going to take a look at the second. Here, the background is with a lot of swirls, and I didn't feel like doing that, so I've painted the moon and a starry background. Yeah, that was all for this book. And then we are coming to my happy books. I always get happy when coloring in a Hannah Lynn picture. If I'm near a coloring slump, this is a failure, I'll grab a Hannah Lynn and I'm launched again. And this is by far my favorite picture that I've done, I think. I love that background. I love the stickles details. I like her skin tone, which was done with Derwent Color Soft pencils, I'm sorry. Derwent Drawing is for her costume. Forgot to do the bow. And this is lace. I couldn't think of the word, but this is supposed to be lace. Love this picture. I can't hardly believe that I colored her. But I did. And then, since I have this book for a year, I think I haven't done too much in this one. I've done this one with Inktense for the dress and the background and the clouds. And then some silver details. Really like how this turned out also. She's instant fun. Hannah Lynn's pictures are instant fun. Very happy with her too. Love the highlights in her hair. Love that little glow on her face because of that lantern. Love the mist with the acrylic paint. Very happy with this one. And another one. His wings have stickles, her jewelry and her feathers have stickles. Really like how soft her skin is looking. Yeah, it was a fun one to do also. And that was this part. No, that were the pages for the Enchanted Halloween book. Now we're visiting the Mermaids, Fairies and Other Girls of Whimsy. Also starting at the back. This book has only one copy of each picture. So if I mess something up, then it's lost. This took me only one day, but that was only because I think maybe it was a weekend and I could color almost the whole day, I think. But wow, this took quite some time. Super detailed. Glitter and shimmer going on. I like the end result, but whoa, those details were a bit too much. Nothing here. This is a quite recent one. Neo or Inktense background. Now Inktense, I think. Neo's for the wings. The clouds, I'm sorry. And the rest is that, yeah, marker based. That's what I love about these books. They are perfect for a marker base and you can get such nice result with pencils on top. This one is Albrecht Dürer or Inktense. Albrecht Dürer. That's handy that I've written my info down below, but I'm not doing that anymore. And I think, yes, she's also marker based. Really like how she turned out. I love her dress. I love that red. That red of her dress. And then we have another Halloween witch. This was also a very nice one to work with or to work on. Shimmer paint for the stars in the moon. Yeah, a lot of fun, this page. And that was about it in this book, I think. Yes. Now, the Maui Mermaids. I haven't done a lot in this one, I think. I really like it, but I haven't done a lot. This one. I think I did it almost around the same time as Sammy did hers. I'm not sure. And she had a whole different approach, so it was very lovely to see our interpretation of this picture. I think she colored the brunette, if I'm not mistaken. It's April 2018. I'm sorry I bumped the camera. Super nice picture to work on. Love that little glow here on her face and her shoulder. Yeah. And then I did this one. Used my washi tape from time to time to border. Used some stickles on her tail. Really liking how this one turned out too. Love her skin tone. This is also a recent one from this year in the summer. I've used aqua markers for the hair. Didn't do any shading on top. Also used it for her tail. Yeah. And I think that was it for this book. Okay. And now we are hopping onto the Tattoo Darlings. I've only done a few pictures in here, and this is one of them. I've colored her hair with markers. Don't like it especially. I really prefer base layering and going on top with pencil. But okay, it was a tryout, so a bit of shimmer on her wings. This one I adore. A whole lot of marker base, neos for the background, pencils on top, I think Prismas most likely. Loved working on this one. And I think she's supposed to have a red cape, but I decided to make her different. And then I did this one. I also got a kind of a tutorial video on my channel, how I did the background and her hair, her skin. It's an A to Z series, I think, so if you want to color her along with me, it's possible. And then this one I did recently. She's based on the female judge in a baking program here in Belgium called Bake Off Vlaanderen. And the lady judge also has such beautiful reddish hair. She doesn't have any tattoos, at least not on her arms, but she also wears retro, or no, not retro dresses. How do you call these also? Vintage dresses. I really like the look of this. And she was super fun to color. Used some copper paint for the background and some kuretake paint for her dress. No shading on top, only stickles for the white dots. And I think that's about it for this book, so not a lot done. And then we go to the fairy tale princesses and storybook darlings. And I've done this one, not too fond of that one because she's looking dirty with my shadowing. And I don't think I've based anything with markers. No, I didn't. And I think this paper really asks for markers, for my feeling. I really prefer working with a base layer of markers. Then we have Princess and the Frog with the golden ball. Enjoyed working on this one also. She's very pale skinned, but really liking her. Then we have Rapunzel that I did recently as a body color with Color Me Stress Free. That's the name of the lady's channel. Who I'm talking about is, she's called Debbie or Deborah. So I'm really happy with how this one turned out also. Not too fond of these plants, but I like the dreamy sky. Then we have this page, and I was so proud that Sammy did, I don't know if she did an exact replica, but she told, or she's written down on Instagram that she was inspired by this page and that she wanted to do her own page too. But I forgot if she made them look quite the same. I'm not sure anymore, but I was so proud that, we all know Sammy from Color and Chat with Sammy. She's so super talented. I was very proud that she liked this page so much that she wanted to, do this one also. So special memories on this page. Really like how this one turned out too. A lot of work, but it was worth it. This is my little Red Riding Hood. Adored working on this. Also, I really like how that baguette turned out. It was one of the first pages that I did with markers, or that I marker based. From that moment on I was hooked on marker and pencil based coloring in Hannah's books. Then we are diving into the Victorian time with Victorian darlings. Sorry for bumping that camera again. It's standing on top of my chair, and so my hands can hit it from time to time. I haven't done too much in this one, I think. Although I adore this book. I must color in it more. I only did one, I think. At the very beginning. Yep, only one. Oh, yo. Whoa, I really must do some more. But I do like how this turned out. I love the color of her hair with her cheeks and the clothing, and I really had a lot of fun with this page. It's visible that these are my happy books, I think. Then we have the Steampunk Darlings one. This one. This was almost a failure, but I could save it, thank goodness, because I've used my liquid watercolors and I had a lot of bleed through in the picture itself, but since I've used quite a dark shade of marker, I could make it less visible. Also a lot of golden details, some stickles here and there on this page. Going to try and refocus. No, it's not that visible. I did use some golden details here. But yeah, it's a bit visible. That smoky area here. And then we've got this beautiful lady with her fluffy fox. Did this on a series also, so if you want to color along her with me, you can definitely find her in one of my Color With Me or tutorial series. Under that playlist, I mean. And then we have this one. That's a quite, a messy one, I think. The colors aren't super matching with each other. Ooh, it has to have a nice shimmer. Forgot totally about it. So I really like how she turned out, but I don't think that her clothing matches with that background and with this background. But yeah, nevertheless, it made me happy. So, and I've used aqua markers without shading. I just wanted to leave it quite plain. And that was it for this book. And now we're going into the Mythical Maidens coloring book. And then I have two more, but I think I will leave them for my next stag. So we can end this third part, if I'm not mistaken, with the Hannah Lynn collection. And in Mythical Maidens, I did this page. I'm super proud on that lion, how I shaded him and his legs and his face. Love her hair. If I remember correctly, it was the first time that I've used my Holbeins on a Create Space paper book, because I was saving them for more expensive coloring books and I felt so blocked. I really wanted to use all of my pencils in any book I could, and so I did. A lot of fun with this page. I'm not particular fan of these cloud things, but yeah, I've messed it up a little bit because they had to look like this. And yeah, but oh well. I can live with the result, definitely. And then the only one I've done, oh no, I did more than two. I did this as a body color with Coloring F and KP colors. Had a lot of fun with this one, but it took quite some time too. 3 days. Of course, not 3 whole days, because most of the time my coloring is during the evenings after work time or after we had dinner. And then I also did this one, like her body, how I did the shading there. Like her hair. I wish I had a ponytail like that. Wow. So, yeah. So this concludes the third part in this series. I really hope you've liked what you saw and that you look forward to watch part 4. Thank you for watching and visiting my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!